Extremist groups are on the rise in the Middle East. In response, America started sending over thousands of troops. The most famous of the terrorist groups was called Al-Qaeda, and they were notorious for terrorist attacks around the world, the most famous of which happened on the date September 11th, 2001.
One sector that could provide a boost, wireless stocks. Nokia is saying it expects to meet earnings targets for the current quarter, but the world's largest mobile phone maker is warning that third quarter sales will be about 5% below the year-ago level. That's because of slumping sales in its network equipment division.
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center. CNN Center right now is just beginning to work on this story, obviously calling our sources and trying to figure out exactly what happened.
The kind of sound you hear when a plane is going fast past you, followed by an enormous crash and an immediate explosion. I don't think we could feel shock waves, but we sort of felt like we did. And we were in a position where we could see the Trade Center almost immediately between the other buildings.
I mean, do you know if there were many people in the building?
Oh, another one just hit. Something else just hit. A very large plane just flew directly over my building, and there's been another collision. Can you see it? I can see it on the shot.
Oh, my.
Something else has
You know what?
and
We
that
just
looked
saw
more
a
like
plane circling the building.
It is in the other building.
We just saw a plane circling the building a second ago on the shot right before
I
that.
think there may have been another impact. Can you tell? I just heard another very loud bang and a very large plane that might have been a DC-9 or 7.
Let's go back to Jennifer Oberstein, who was talking to a second ago. Jennifer, did you see this happen?
Hello?
Did you just see this happen, Jennifer?
Matt, I've never seen any, it looks like a movie. I saw a large plane, like a jet, going immediately headed directly into the World Trade Center. It just flew into it, into the other tower coming from south to north. I watched the plane fly into the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I'm okay. How's the way out of here?
And then realize, okay, I'm not dead. Turn on my floodlight on top of my camera.
All right, come on down this way. Yeah, let's get out the way we came in.
412 first responders died in the collapse of the tower.
I assumed it was like a Navy jet or something like that, just flying by.
And we heard a big bang, and then we saw smoke coming out, and everybody started running out, and we saw the plane on the other side of the building, and there was smoke everywhere.
Then I heard a large explosion. I thought it was a sonic boom. And when I heard the explosion, I looked up, and what I saw was red, and I saw debris start to fall down.
As soon as it got hit, I was thrown to a window. So I was very lucky to get out. There's a lot of people that didn't get out. There's a lot of people coming down the stairs, burnt up. It's bad.
With him, let's roll that tape. You can see what he had to say.
Well, I've never seen anything like it. I've seen two huge 110-story buildings that are reduced to rubble, thousands and thousands of lives. I just got to see something that I've never seen before. I have hundreds of men inside working right now, and we're bringing down another 125 in a little while, and they've never done work like this before. And they're hard-working people, but they've never seen anything like it, and they've never done work like this before. It's terrible.
Tell me what it's like at Ground Zero. Tell me about the workers that you saw and what they're doing there.
Well, not only is it devastation, but it's very dangerous because every few minutes a whistle would go off and everybody would just run because you have all the buildings around it, which are in such a weakened state that people just don't know, and so they just have to take off, and then they come back, and they're working under 50-story buildings that you don't know if they're going to fall down. So it's a terrible thing for the workers, and it's a terrible thing for the world, really.
While all of this was happening in New York, the Pentagon was experiencing its own issues.
What's obvious is over there we have a section of the wheel, one of the wheels.
United Airlines Flight 93 was attacked by 5 members of Al-Qaeda. The cockpit was stormed and their pilots were stabbed, as well as 3 men in the business class. The crew and 7 passengers broke down the cockpit door, killed the terrorists, and crash landed the plane in Stonyville Creek, Pennsylvania, preventing an attack on the U.S. Capitol.